Yeah, all right, everybody, how you doing? Dr. Paul here. I hope you can hear me. Please let me know you can hear me, because this setup is all new to me, and I don't know what I'm doing. So please let me know if you can hear me. Thank you very much. All right, welcome to the quiz. It is exactly 7 o'clock. I'm Dr. Paul. I'm your number one quizmaster, and we're going to be starting a pub quiz any minute. I'm going to tell you how it works. I don't need to wear these just now. I just realised. Right, thanks very much for letting me know you can hear me. That's good. I'm relaxed. More relaxed now. I'm still totally on edge because it's a new computer and it's brilliant, but I've got to learn all this stuff, and it's like I have to reinstall programs that I've been using for years on the other computer. I'm used to them. I know where all the buttons are. I press them. And now it's new versions, and the designers and developers, they cannot help moving things and changing things, and it's just it doesn't work the same as it used to do. Ooh, gonna drive me nuts. But it's going to be okay. For a while, I thought I had to start using a new drum machine, but I managed to get my old drum machine for free. I thought I was going to... Anyway, long story. Now, let's get the thing on. Because the old drum machine's great. It's really, really simple. Key in the BPM, hit the button, boom, chat, turn it on or off, whichever one you want. Great! Fantastic. And I couldn't find anything like it. I tried 3 or 4 different ones that all promised they were simple and easy and lightweight and all that kind of thing, and they were all crap. God. But I managed to get my old drum machine. And the thing I've been having trouble with tonight is iTunes, right? Okay. So, I need a media player to play out the stuff for the sound round. And I've got a new computer, so it's no programs. So, okay, Windows media player, right, that looks rubbish. What about VLC player? That's fine, but I've got no idea how the playlists on it work. So I've reinstalled iTunes, and that doesn't really look like the old iTunes. That's just... It doesn't behave the same way, or I haven't worked out how to make it behave the same way. So struggling to get on here on time because I was trying to get the clips in for the sound round. Anyway, what a big moan by me. Let's get on with the quiz. Hello, everybody. Hello, Marion. Hello, Noodle Doodles. Hello, Michael from the Chameleons. Hello, Janie. Hello, Mr. Mackey. Hello, Ms. Duff. Hello, Spedge. I got your message. That's no problem at all. I will reply. I got a load of messages. It's because I got email on one computer, messages on the other computer. I'm all over the place at the moment. Probably will be for another week or so. Alice and Noodle Doodles, hello. Hello, Jan Durand. Bonsoir. France. Anne, hello, Triangulation. Hello, Robert Jones. Hello, Derek. Hello, Louisa. And hello, Mr. Doyle. Right, I'll tell you how this works. A lot of you know, all the names I've read out know how this works. You've all been here before, but just in case you've never been here before, let me explain how quiz is going. Okay, so first of all, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, come and do the quiz. 7 o'clock. Please give us a share if you're feeling that way inclined to help your old pal Dr. Paul the Quizmaster. But hit the share button. That's the prime thing you can do to help me. Just down there somewhere on your screen there'll be a share. If you hit share, then I'll take you for a day out to air. The live quiz starts soon. This is how you play. It's 4 minutes past. I tried to hit the first question at 5 past, so might get there at 7 minutes past. We'll start very soon anyway. But how to play it is I ask the questions. You answer the questions, but don't shout out the answers in the chat. Don't type them out unless I'm specifically asking you for an answer. You mark yourself after each round and don't put answers in the chat, which I've already said, unless I'm specifically asking you to. We'll get onto that in a second. At the end of the quiz, I'll ask you to upload your score. This is the scores from Friday. Sorted out by places you can dine if you finished in that category. So Michelin star top teams, all right. Social Outcasts, Scobie Stylers, Pub Grub for these teams, Porn Dwarfs, Quiz Team in Queens, Lumpy Gravy, Fat Boy got sick, Craig Errington. Greg's for quite a lot of you there, Central Belters, Triangulation were there on Friday. Middle kind of ranking, Clint Eastwood, Trouble Over Bridgewater, Chameleons. And right down at the bottom, packed lunch for this lot. Oh look, Spaghetti Haggis were so low down there they even got cut off. Bad luck. It is, yeah, it is. That's right, yes, it's Mr. Doyle's birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday! Mr. Doyle, happy birthday to you. Well, it isn't, it's not, isn't it? He's a 29th of February type person. So that's a bummer. But I hope you're having a great day. It's the near as you can birthday. Zoom quiz. Hire me to do one of these. Deadpool. All the Deadpool entries have been handed in for March. This is the lineup. Bez, Bill Cosby, Boyhood George, Jason, not Jason Donovan, David Jason, Trumpo, Hackman, Ghislaine Maxwell, Jim Fonda, Jimmy Carter, Jimmy Tarbuck, Joe Biden, Hopkins, Morrissey, Murray Walker, Pelly, loads of Prince Phillips, Roger Whittaker, Rolf Harris, and Mr. David Attenborough. That's all the ones that have been picked. Next month is now open. So you get your entries in for Deadpool for April now. All right. We do have a winner, by the way, for February. There was a death in February, and I've not done the admin. I'll be announcing that later in the week. But somebody has won £1 million scratch card. Our main sponsor tonight is Cross Borders Brewery from Dalkeith, and they'll send you beer for one of our winners tonight, and they are a great company. They win awards because their beer is so good, so you can win some of that tonight. To win prizes, by the way, this is the thing I was saying. If I ask a question where I'm saying answer it in the chat, whoever answers first then gets their name on the wheel of spinny names, and then we'll spin the wheel of names later on for prizes. Okay? So, there's some happy previous winners for our beer provider on a Monday. Fantastic. And you get a 10% discount if you use DP Quiz at their website. If you want to order some beer for home delivery, and why would you not, then you might as well get 10% discount. Use DP Quiz. Louisa is putting up prizes tonight. She's baking. She's got a couple of weeks off and she is baking. There's going to be cakes and all sorts. I can't remember what she said. Custard creams or something like that. It was brownies. Sounded amazing. But somebody's going to win a cake tonight from Louisa, provided you live in the Edinburgh area. Or Linlithgow. Right. I've said all the things. It is 7 minutes past, so I've hit the 7 minutes. That's not too bad. Let's get started. So, like I say, here come... Oh, look. It's Rebecca's birthday as well. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Rebecca. Happy birthday to you. Yeah. Great stuff. I want to donate a pros. I want to donate a pros. I don't know why, Wilbur, but it makes me want to say in this accent. I want to donate a pros. Yeah, you can if you like. It's better if you get in touch before the quiz. But let us know what you're thinking, because I've got to spot it going past here. Anyway, I'm going to get started. So here we go. Same letter round. Don't shout your answers out in the chat here. Just write them down on a bit of paper. And I'll mark them after. We'll all mark them after the round. So here we go. Right, 5 questions. They all the answers start with the same letter. Number 1. What is the name of the American actress who was married to Frank Sinatra? Who was also married to Andre Previn, and was the romantic partner of Woody Allen at various times. Wow, what a lineup! So who is that leading lady who has led all of those men? Frank Sinatra, Andre Previn, the conductor, Mr. Preview, you know what I'm saying, and Woody Allen. Wilbur, tell you what, can you send me a picture and do it in a packet of fags? Look, I'm not going to do things on the fly during the quiz. If you want to donate a prize, it gets your name on the wheel. That's the point of donating a prize. And send me a message before the quiz. I think it's better. Anyway, who's that actress? Number 2. Which city in the south of France has almost exactly the same name as the state capital of Vermont in the USA. So it's the same word. Sounds the same, pronounced the same, spelled slightly differently. But it's a city in the south of France, and it is also the state capital of Vermont in the USA. This is quite difficult. I've got a special connection to this question. I'll tell you later. Question number 3. Which single, that's a record, by Wings was the first to sell more than 2 million copies in the UK? So it used to be a really big deal if a record was a million seller. Not very many records did that, but then this was the first record to sell 2 million copies in the 70s. 77, I think, as far as I can remember. I might be wrong, but mid to late 70s. Biggest selling record of the decade, I think. Little Andrew preview reference there. Nice work, Raymond. Where are we? Number 4. Okay. What is the one thing that all these slang words refer to? Wonga, dosh, bread, and moolah. All slang words used fairly commonly in English, but they all mean what? What is the thing that they all mean? They all mean the same thing. Remember, all the answers start with the same letter in the first round. So now that should give you the letter. Everyone knows that one. And you can guess the other ones. And number 5, last question in the round. Colour. Which pale purple colour takes its name from the French word for the mallow flower? Right, this is not an easy round tonight. Usually I try to make the first round kind of fairly straightforward, but it's a little bit difficult. Tell me if you are ready, if you've got 5 answers. I'm going to quickly go over these questions one more time. So, American actress who was married to Sinatra was also married to Andrew, so I'm even doing it now, Andre Previn, and was also the partner of the sex criminal / weirdo Woody Allen. Who was that? City in the south of France, got the same name, more or less, as a state capital. State capital of Vermont. Record from the 70s by Wings. First ever 2 million seller, and I'm pretty sure it was the biggest selling record of the decade. One of them, anyway, if not the. Pardon me. Wonga, dosh, bread, and moolah are all slang words meaning what? One word answer for this one. And name a colour. You should have the letter by now, so you might be able to guess this colour. It takes its name from the French word for the mallow flower. Okay, you tell me when you're ready. You are all ready. Nice. Thank you very much, everybody. Let's get straight on to it. No mucking about tonight. Business-like. You know what I'm saying? Did you get a letter? Yay! She did. M for man trap. Or mouse. Right, celebs. Here we go. So who was married to Sinatra and Previn and was the partner of Woody Allen? It's Mia Farrow. Here's a bonus question. This first chance to get on the wheel tonight. We were referencing Andrew Preview because he was on Morecambe and Wise, but what piece of music was Eric Morecambe trying to play in that famous sketch? Just name the composer. You don't have to name the exact piece, but what composer was Eric Morecambe attempting to play in the famous Morecambe and Wise sketch which involved Andre Previn? By the way, there's Mia Farrow. First person to answer this in the chat will go on the wheel. Just get myself over. Grieg is correct. Yeah, Piano Concerto by Grieg, wasn't it? Can't remember exactly which piece, but it's Grieg anyway. And it's Gary McInnes, first on the wheel. So I'm just going over the wheel here. Now I've got to remember to put Louisa on the wheel. So I'm just typing her in. And we have Gary with 2 G's. McInnes. M-A-C. 2 N's, double N-E-S. Right, okay. Well done, Gary. Nice work. So, France. What was this question again? Oh, yeah. City in the south of France. It's Montpellier. Montpellier is the French city. The capital of Vermont is Montpellier, but it's just spelled with one L, so it's hardly any different. The reason I've got to think about that question is because I should have got that right on Eggheads and didn't get it right on Eggheads. That was the question that eliminated me on Eggheads. Anyway, number 3, which single by Wings was the first to sell over 2 million copies in the UK? It's Mull of Kintyre. Cold Mints, Rolling In From the Sea, My Desire. Almost. Also famous for his sausage rolls. Oh, Grieg. Just gotta write this classical music and then knock out some pasties. Mull of Kintyre. That'd be a good one on Kazula Palooza. Slang. Moolah bread Wongadosh, that's all money, of course. And the pale purple colour. A couple of French connections in this round from Monsieur Durand et ses amis. The mallow flower, that's mauve. They probably pronounce it mauve. But we say mauve. Mauve. What colour is mauve? It's pale purple. Anyway, so you get 2 points for every answer that you got right. So that's 10 points altogether if you got them all right. But you add bonus points on at this moment. This is when you add your bonus points on. You get 2 bonus points if somebody on the team is a subscriber to Dr. Paul channel here on YouTube. So if you're not a subscriber, hit subscribe right now and you get 2 instant points, just like that. If somebody on the team has shared the quiz, then you get +1. And add 1 if it's your birthday. Even if you are a 29th of Feb person like Rebecca and Jonathan. So, are you the same, Rebecca? Because I know that we talked about this with Jonathan before, and he says he celebrates on the 1st of March rather than the 28th of Feb. There's 2 things. It's like, first of all, yeah, it seems more natural because it's like the day after the 28th of Feb. In both cases, 29th of Feb and 1st of March. But in some ways, it's like, well, you're a February child, you know? And you have to keep celebrating your birthday in a different month. It's a weird setup, the old leap year, isn't it? But I guess when God made the planets, he didn't quite get it right. That's all the answers for the first round. Right, how are we doing for... didn't get Mull of Kintyre, really. I thought that was one of the easier ones in the round. French person didn't get a French one. Both. Quel dommage. 13 for UK Alliance, 12 for Rebecca. That's with the birthday points, so it'd be 11 normally. 13. There's some good 13s. It's hard being 13 and looking this old. Let's quickly work that out. I can't work it out. 50, what? 50? 52? That's not right. Went for a magenta. That's not a terrible answer. I mean, it's not really pale pink, but then it's not a bad guess to dig out. Right, let's carry on. Let's move swiftly. Like I said, business-like tonight. Hey, that's the way to do it. I celebrate both. That's probably the correct answer. Family and says, never mind them. It's up to you. It's your cross to bear. Right, anyway, spaceship, science fiction question to start off with. So, which sci-fi TV show of the 1990s is this spacecraft from? I'll give you a decent clue. There is a number in the title of the show. So it's a television program, 1990s, and this is one of the spaceships, or the spaceship, I'm not quite sure, in the show. The name of the show includes a number. That's your clue. Okay. Number 2 is a parliament building. Which European capital city is home to this parliament building? Quite distinctive. So name the city from that Parliament building. Number 3 is SAS stormed to the rescue. 3 gunmen die in siege battle. How about that? But what year was this paper printed? Plus or minus 3 years. That's something that took place in central London. All right. If you're my age, you'll remember. Have a guess. What year was this paper printed? Plus or minus 3 years to get the points. The SAS storming a building in central London. Dramatic. That's back in the days when the news wasn't that dramatic. And that was quite a big deal. It just it actually looks like nothing compared to news these days. Anyway, question 4. Pope on a soap and a rope. What is the name and number of this Pope? Name that Pope. I don't want his real name. I want his papal name. So name and number. If you get half of it, you'll get 1 point. Yeah. And the last one is film. Still, what is the name of this 2004 film? Okay, you tell me when you're ready. I shall recap. Swiftly and with style. So name the TV show. It had a number in the title. Standard issue science fiction space TV thing. Name the capital city. Oh God. That sounds like serious bollocks, Mr. Doyle. It's a space station, really. Where's the spelling mistake? I've got spaceship in the title, spacecraft there. And you're saying it's a space station. Nope. It may be your birthday, but you can cram that up your hoop. I think spacecraft covers space stations and spaceships. At the end of the day, it's a wee plastic model. Okay. Name the capital city. What year was the newspaper printed? Have a guess. Choose 1 year, but try and get within 3 years of the right answer. Name and number of this particular poop. And name the film. Full title of the film for both points. Oh, I got coffee. Ooh, I got life. I got my knees, I got my arms, I got my legs. I got my quiz. Okay, everyone's ready. Well, no, not everyone's ready, but some people have told me that they're ready, so that's enough. The Pope should be like football players and have his full name and shirt number on his back. Yeah, well, he is in that picture. It's just he's got his back to you. That's why it's always easier to connect with attackers, because you see their number as they're bearing down on goal. But all the defenders have got their fronts to you, you know. Anyway. Pictures. Here come the answers. You get ready to mark yourself 2 points for each of these correct answers. Right, the first one here is Babylon 5. There we go. Babylon 5. Never seen it. Don't know if it's any good. Babylon 5. Number 2. If you got the Babylon bit, give yourself 1 point, or if you got the 5 bit, you know what I mean? If you get half an answer at any point, you give yourself 1 point. The Parliament building is the Reichstag. It's in Berlin. Berlin is correct. That's the National Parliament of Germany. Number 3, right, okay, I remember this. It's actually, I say I remember it. Now I can't even remember. It was the Iranian embassy or the Libyan embassy. But the SAS went in, killed the gunmen, freed the hostages. 1980. That took place. So if you said anything between 77 and 84, 77 and 83, then you get the points. What is the name and number of this Pope? It's Benedict XVI. Yay. Was it the Iranian embassy? Is that right? You sure it wasn't Libyan embassy? Iranian embassy. Yeah, it's funny. Both of them sound right. Bonus question to get on the wheel. Can you remember the name of the woman police constable who was shot dead in that episode? Yeah, it's the Libyan embassy. No, hang on. No. All right, now I'm getting two things mixed up. Right, forget the question because it was a bad question. The siege is the Iranian embassy, but the Libyan embassy was a different incident. That's where the woman got shot. But I tell you what, put it on the wheel anyway because I asked the question, you got it right. All right, someone else has worked that out as I was working it out. Libyan embassy was 84, right? Aye, that's it. Look, you were the first, Raymond, to actually explain that, and you got her name right, so I'll put you on the wheel for that. So that's Raymond getting on the wheel for something straight rather than some mad joke. It's pretty good. Yvonne Fletcher was her name. I remember that. Benedict the 14th, you get 1 point. Yes, exactly. That's the answer. So you got the Benedict bit. Didn't get the 16th, so give yourself 1 point. And the last one is, this is another one where you might end up getting 1 point instead of 2 or 0. It's Bridget Jones, The Edge of Reason, which sounds mental. So there are the answers altogether. There's Huge Grant and Ms. Zellweger on the beach. Right, Babylon 5, Berlin, 1980. So anything between 77 and 83 for that one. Benedict the 16th and Bridget Jones, The Edge of Reason. Pardon me. Bit of a mess that round, answers wise. There's at least 3 questions there where you could end up with 1 point instead of 2. How'd you get on? 10, 4, 7, 8 for triangulation. Nice. 4 points, but at least we knew it was the Iranian embassy. Yeah, I was just getting those two things mixed up in my head. That's what I was doing. Didn't get the right Pope. That Pope is still alive. He's he wasn't well and he stepped down. Most popes stay as pope until they die. That's the usual way of doing things. But this one said, nah, I've had it. I've had enough. Enough already. And stepped down. He says, Pope, I have had enough of this shit. Get me out of here. So they got Pope Francis in. Guest Berlin. Aye, it's quite distinctive. It's got like a modern. Look, here I am going on about getting on with it. Getting me fanning about. See the glass roof? That's because the original one was bombed to high hell in the war. So it's all kind of modern inside. They've got the frontage, the old-fashioned frontage, but it's quite a lot of modern stuff in there, including the glass roof, and you can walk right up to the top of that inside. But you have to queue up. It's very German. Right, sound round. Ooga mooga. What's that? Who's lying? Who's lying about what? Aye, the flags were there. I edited out the most obvious flag, but there was still a couple of German flags, just for a clue. Anyway, sound round. Al Murray, Alf Garnett, Andrew Dice Clay, Elizabeth Taylor, Fabio Capello, Fat Whitbread, Joan Collins, Lenny Bruce, Patsy Palmer, and Sven Göran Eriksson. 10 names, but I'm going to play 5 voices, and you've got to match the voices to the names. Okay, so this is what I was having trouble with before I came on, so hopefully this will work. Here is the first voice. Just pick the right answer off the list. Don't shout these out. This is just a writing down round. So here is Voice number one talking about their time on I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here.
Believed in is be true to yourself. I wouldn't.
Hang on. See, it's all laid out differently, so I don't know what to press. Let's just try that one more time. So, here is voice number one.
Well, because I think we're all different characters and personalities, and I think one thing I've always believed in is be true to yourself. I wouldn't ask anybody to do anything that I wouldn't have done myself in the first place.
Yeah.
And if I psychologically weigh up the situation, I think somebody is taking advantage, then I'll speak my mind in a diplomatic way.
In a diplomatic way. Right, that was number one. Number two is this person talking about the release of their autobiography in 2013, I think.
I always thought that one day I would make a book, write a book, and now it's done. Why? Because it's been said, written a lot about me in football and about my private life, especially in this country.
Especially in this country. Number three is someone who's talking as she was coming up for her 60th birthday. Who's this?
That's why it's kind of a miracle that I am actually going to be 60.
Yeah.
I've almost died a couple of times.
Yeah.
I've been pronounced dead. So, you know, it's like...
That's true. It was in London, were you not?
I've read my own obituaries. They were the best reviews I ever had.
Wow.
I've read my own obituary. They were the best reviews I ever had. Great line. The next one, number four, is a character, a comedy character. So who's this?
Uganda. That was an African colony, of course, that at one point used to belong to the Germans. And in 1919, the League of Nations, as you know, when the Treaty of Versailles, when the world was redivided, and the African colonies were partitioned and separated between France and Great Britain. And we got Uganda as a result simply of it being defeating the Germans. We got given Uganda, which sounds like fucking winning there, without even having to go there. Result. Another one, please.
So that's a comedy character commenting on colonialism and the ownership of Uganda. And the last one is a comedian. Who is this?
Bingo, next thing you know, Jed's a millionaire. King Folk said, Jed, move away from here. California, that's where you want to be. So they loaded up that hunk of shit they call the truck and moved to Beverly Hills, that is. Swimming pools, movie stars, dykes, faggots, pimps, hookers, mass murderers, drug addicts. Great place to bring up a family, huh?
So a somewhat controversial comedian, and that's them talking. I'm getting his take on the Beverly Hillbillies. So I'm going to play these one more time, and you let me know if you're ready. So the first one is somebody who has been on I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here, and this is her talking about it afterwards. Who's this?
Well, because I think we're all different characters and personalities, and I think one thing I've always believed in is be true to yourself. I wouldn't ask anybody to do anything that I wouldn't have done myself in the first place.
Yeah.
And if I psychologically weigh up the situation, I think somebody is taking advantage, then I'll speak my mind in a diplomatic way.
Well, that's like a minute's silence, isn't it? Kind of dull. Number two is equally dull. It's someone talking about the release of their autobiography in 2013.
I always thought that one day I would make a book, write a book, and now it's done. Why? Because it's been said, written a lot about me in football and about my private life, especially in this country.
You can hear the interviewers there just stayed awake. Number three is somebody who is approaching the age of 60.
That's why it's kind of a miracle that I am actually going to be 60.
Yeah.
I've almost died a couple of times.
Yeah.
I've been pronounced dead. So, you know, it's like...
That's true. It was in London, were you not?
I've read my own obituaries. They were the best reviews I ever had.
I like that line. Number four is a comedy character.
Uganda. That was an African colony, of course, that at one point used to belong to the Germans. Then in 1919, the League of Nations, as you know, in the Treaty of Versailles, when the world was redivided, and the African colonies were partitioned, separated between France and Great Britain, and we got Uganda as a result simply of it being defeat the Germans. We got given Uganda, which sounds like fucking winning there, without even having to go there. Result.
And the last one is an American comedian's interpretation of the Beverly Hillbillies. Who is this?
Bingo, next thing you know, old Jed's a millionaire. Kinfolk said, Jed, move away from here. California, that's where you want to be. So they loaded up that hunk of shit they call a truck and moved to Beverly Hills, that is. Swimming pools, movie stars, dykes, faggots, pimps, hookers, mass murderers, drug addicts. Great place to bring up a family, huh?
And there's your typical American comedy crowd. Woot, woot, woot. Right, you all ready? I think you're all ready. Let's do it, baby. Okay, so here we go. Sound round answers. Here we go. First one. We are all different characters, blah, blah, blah. Talking about time in the jungle. That is Fatima Whitbread, former world #1 javelin lady. Ooh, yeah. I never watched that show. I don't watch TV, to be honest, but I remember visiting my dad once and he watched it, you know. And I thought, it's all right. I can see why it's popular, but I'm glad I don't spend my time watching it. Anyway, number 2, Sven-Göran Eriksson. The Swedish football manager who was the manager of England football team for quite a while. Number 3 was Elizabeth Taylor. I wonder if anybody went for Joan Collins for that one, but that was her talking on the Johnny Carson show in 1992. She's dead now, but she was just hitting 60 then. Number 4 is Al Murray. He's got a stand-up routine which revolves around the idea that Britain has beaten every single country in the world at war at some point or other. So he gets people to shout out, and somebody shouted out Uganda, and he comes up with that. So it's quite good. And the last one is an American comedian who became big in the 80s, and I never really knew about his stuff until I started trying to find mystery voice stuff after thinking of the name, and it was Andrew Dice Clay. Really horrible stuff, but kind of amusing. Anyway, I don't need headphones on no more. So there you go. Whitbread, Ericsson, Taylor, Murray, Clay. How did you get on with that voice round? I thought it was maybe slightly more difficult than usual. A little bit. Maybe not. Not for Karen. Karen's got 10 out of 10. Janie's got 10 out of 10. Chameleon's got 10 out of 10. Marion's got 10. Team Spade got 8 out of 10. He must have missed one. Matt Aldridge. Great name. Lovely blue tap. Matt. That's great. That's like the summer sun in the Mediterranean. 8 out of 10. Said Lenny Bruce. Yeah. I don't really know what Lenny Bruce sounds like. I just know he's an American comedian that I don't really know about, so I put him as an option for Andrew Dice Clay. Andrew Dice Clay, film bombed. All right, Ford Fairlane. I remember loads of adverts for that in like comics and things. I always used to think, who is this guy? I always see adverts for him, but I don't know anything about him. But of course, YouTube, you can look up anybody. It's great. Okay. So a couple of people went thought the last one was Lenny Bruce. Felix was saying that went for Patsy instead of Fatima Whitbread. All right, bonus question to get on the wheel. Sports question for you. Who was Fatima Whitbread's big javelin rival? British in the 80s. Like the winner was always Fatima Whitbread or the other female British javelin thrower. What was her name? Can you remember? You ever try the javelin? It's really hard. Unless you're good at it. That's right, yeah, Tessa Sanderson. That is correct. Well done. Spedge is first to the target there. There's a joke, there's a really long-winded joke where the punchline is something like, did you fart in my whitbread? Because the guy's got a smelly pint. Did you fart in my whitbread? And she says, no, I'm Tessa Sanderson. Woohoo! That's it. Yeah, fart in my whitbread. I remember watching, I used to quite fancy the javelin because I had darts when I was a kid. And you'd see the javelin on TV and you'd be like, it's just like darts, yeah? It's just darts. It's easy. And then one day at high school, they got the javelins out and said, right, kids, have a go at this. And it's impossible. I threw it about 3 feet. Couldn't do it. Right. Crypto. Time for a crypto. So you got to solve this cryptic clue in 60 seconds. Do not shout out the answer for this one. This is one where everybody gets 60 seconds to answer. So let me see there. So put your smackers in my bank account. So you see the number of letters in each word there. There's 4-letter word, 4-letter word, 6-letter word, 3-letter word, 2-letter word. It is the title of a song that was a #1 hit back in the 70s. Try and solve that cryptic clue. What does it mean? Try and translate that cryptic clue into the title of a famous song from the 1970s. Spedge got it. Brilliant. Bill, they should liven the Olympics up. Catch the javelin straight away, Doyle. Teacher actually hit me with the javelin. What? With a spiky bit? With a throw? No. Lots of you have got it. There's only a couple of seconds left. Great big hit, massive hit, #1 hit in the 70s. Eurovision 2, and it is for 3 points if you got it right. It's Save Your Kisses for Me. So you smackers. Smackers is kisses, yeah. You save them, that puts your kisses in my bank account. Save your kisses for me. Interest bearing smackaroonies. All right. Add 3 points to your score if you got that. Remember to keep a note of your score. It'll get you to upload your total score at the end. Thumbs up, please. If you like the quiz, please give me a thumbs up on YouTube, or possibly if you're watching on Facebook, or I think it's going out to Twitter as well tonight, wherever you are. If you give us a like or a thumbs up or whatever you've got, wherever you are, that'd be great. Thanks very much. It does help me. Helps the quiz. Thanks very much. Right, okay, guess who? Time for guess who. So guess who is 5 clues. You got to try and work out who's hiding behind the grid. There's a person behind this grid. I'm going to give you 1 clue and take away some of the squares. At that point, you guess who it is. If you're right after the first one, you get 10 points. If you're only right after the second one, then you get 8 points. And then if you're right after the third one, you get 6 points, and so on. So, you ready? Here we go. So, here's the first couple of squares away. And this, I'll tell you, the first clue is an actor who was born in 1961. So, again, no shouting out here. Just write these down. If you're not quite sure, have a guess. Make sure you do have a guess, because if you get it right at this point, you get the 10 points, even if you change your mind later on. If you get it correct right now. So there's the story. They were just carrying the javelin, but it went into my waist. So I've got a scar above my pen. Whoa. Spike-o'd. Okay, for 8 points. Here's the 8-point clue. This person has won 2 Oscars in their career. 1 for acting and 1 for co-producing. So who's that? Write down an answer, and if you're right at this point, you get 8 points. Hang on a second. Okay, for 6 points, here comes the 6-point clue. This guy is listed by his Wikipedia page as being an actor and a director and a producer, but also as an activist. And his Wikipedia page lists his activism and political views on things like Syria, Darfur, the Armenian genocide, and gay rights, and other stuff as well. That's just the ones I could fit in. So he's like an activist. I don't know what that means, really, but he's an activist. He actives as well as being an actor. That's for 6 points if you got it at that point. For 4 points, he has been married twice and he has been hospitalised by motorbike crashes at least twice. Looks like plenty if you've got this for 10. So I'm guessing that most of you have got it by now. So I'll go straight to the 2-point clue. Famous films starring this guy or involving this guy include Up in the Air, Ocean's 11 and Michael Clayton. And I think you will all have this by now. I shall reveal the answer is George Clooney, of course. Mr. Clooney. So it looks like several of you got it at 10 points. Lumpy Gravy got it for 8 points. There's the bottom line on his film career for Mr. Doyle. Attack of the Killer Tomatoes is his greatest film. Lorna got it by the hair. Aye, the hair seems to be quite a giveaway. A lot of people get these from the hair. 8 points for Janie. Nice. Quarantini style. 8 points for the Spesh. 10 for the Duff. 10 for the Hazelmire. 10 for the Chameleons. All right, very good. Let's move on. Yeah, I can't think of any other bonus questions for George Clooney. What was the name of it? What was the name of his character in ER that made him famous? There you go. There's a question to get you on the wheel. What was the name of the character played by George Clooney in ER, which was the TV show that originally made him famous? Dr. Green? Is that right? Hang on a second, I've got to look this up. I thought I knew it, and I thought it was someone else. Yeah, no, it's someone else. That's not right. Yeah, Doug Ross. Yeah. Ross says Gary, and then Dr. Ross, and then Lorna was really the first to get the full answer. So I'll put the three of you on there. Gary for getting it first. You got the Ross bit as surname. Gary McInnes. And then Sally Happy Gang for saying Dr. Ross, extending it somewhat. And then Lorna for getting the first to get Doug Ross. And in fact, let's stick Derek on because he was the first one to get a full name and to spell it properly. So, Derek. So that was a bit of a bumper bonus. I nearly never thought of a question there, but I ended up with 4 if you're getting on the wheel. That's good stuff. Okay, let's crack on. Isn't the Tory at the moment called Doug Ross, like the Scottish Tory leader? Douglas Ross, is that right? Has he basically called himself that because it'll make women think that he's George Clooney? Amazing. Kazoolapalooza, really? Oh, God. Okay, right, I've got Kazoo. I need to get... I can't remember what tune it is, to be honest. So it's... I remember what it is. Okay. So just open the drum machine here. And open the Kazoolapalooza drum pattern. Right, here we go. Check this out. First one to name the tune. This is what you got to do in case you don't know. You got to be the first one to shout out the name of the tune in the chat. Here comes tonight's Kazula Palooza. Yeah, that's it. That's an easy one. It became easy. I knew it would be easy as soon as I remembered what tune it was meant to be doing. Nah, it's not Save Your Kiss. You're not calling me. You're thinking the right way, but Joe's got it there. Take On Me. It's Aha, of course. 1985. I should have put that up. Take On Me. There's Morton Harkett and his girlfriend and a mad mirror going on there. Right, Joe, well done. You are on the wheel. Did you know, I didn't know this until today, the woman in that pop video was Morton Harkett's actual girlfriend at the time, not just an actress. But that's why they look so in love, because they were actually lovers at the time. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. First time the drum went with the tune. Oh, well, maybe it's the new computer. Maybe it's synced up better, because it always sounds okay to me. Team of the Day. Nobody's got in touch with Team of the Day. I might stop doing that again, because there was a little blast of Team of the Day, but no, Gary, it's meditative. That's what that is. Right. Anyway, Wales is St. David's Day, which is the National Day of Wales. And you know what they say about Wales is that no one cares about Wales. But today we care about Wales, if only for 5 quiz questions. So I've started doing themes for the 50-50 round. Started doing themes for the 50-50 round. I've been asking you on the Facebook for themes, but today I thought, well, it's St. David's Day, we'll just do Wales, okay? Right, here we go. So 5 questions about Wales. Even if you've never been to Wales or don't know what Wales is, you can still guess your way here, because it's 50-50 round. Here we go. Pas de Galles. Number 1, Road to Wales. Right, the M4 Motorway starts in London, but where does it finish? Cardiff or Swansea? So which city is nearest to the western end of the M4 motorway? Yeah, the M4 starts off in London, radiates westwards, goes through places like Swindon, near Bristol, stuff like that, and then crosses into Wales. But does it stop at Cardiff or does it go all the way to Swansea? That's question number 1. Number 2. Great question this. Which way does the dragon face on the Welsh flag? You know the Welsh flag. It's an absolute cracker. It's fantastic. It's a red dragon on a white and green background. And it's just groovy. But what way does the dragon face? Does it face to the left or does it face to the right? Jump up and down and to the knees. Come and dance every night with the hula melody. You know what I mean. Number 3, real name. Which singer has the real name Michael Barrett? Is that Tom Jones or Shakin' Stevens? Both Welsh. But which one of those incredible pop singers has the real name Michael Barrett? That's question number 3. Wales, land of song. Number 4, what is the best known miracle of St. David, the patron saint of Wales? As you look at it, you're talking about a flag, aye, as you look at it rather than as you listen to it or anything like that. I'll tell you in a second, Caroline. Just send me it on Facebook. Basically, send me a message on Facebook is the best way. Or if you don't have Facebook, you can get in touch through Twitter or email or all sorts. So just, you'll be able to work it out, I'm sure. Anyway, St. David is the patron saint of Wales. It's St. David's Day. But what is the best known miracle of St. David? Did he create a new hill? Or did he tame a dragon? Real guy. So whatever he did, it was probably 100% true. 6th century, you know. Quite a long time ago. But what did he do? Did he create a new hill or did he tame a dragon? That's Saint David. And the last one, Kids TV. Which one of these beloved children's television characters actually lives in Wales? Is it Bob the Builder or Fireman Sam? So, Bob the Builder or Fireman Sam, who lives in Wales out of those characters? Kids TV, know what I mean? So, tell me if you're ready. Karen's ready. I'll tell you the questions one more time. So, which city is nearest the west end of the M4, Cardiff or Swansea? Which way does the dragon face on the Welsh flag? Yes, Lorna, as you look at it. So, if you were looking at a picture of the Welsh flag presented properly, is the dragon looking to your left or to your right? You know what I mean? Who's Michael Barrett? Is that Tom Jones or Shakin' Stevens? What was St. David's best known miracle? Creating a hill or taming a dragon? And who lives in Wales? Bob the Builder or Fireman Sam? All right. Right, lots of you are ready. I'm going to crack straight on. We're doing okay-ish for time tonight. Let's try and finish off nice. So here we go. 50-50 answers for Wales. Which city is nearest to the western end of the M4 motorway? It's Swansea. It goes all the way to Swansea. So London in the southeast of England, and it goes across the west of England, crosses the border into Wales. Cardiff's about there, and then Swansea's about there. Aye, looking at it, standing the right way up, everything. Aye, just like how you would normally see it. There's the flag. Oh, look, I've put the answer up there. It's facing left, okay? To the left. That is, what a flag. That'd be a great thing about being Welsh. I'm sure there's lots of great things about being Welsh, but if you were Welsh and you were properly into being Welsh, you'd probably really practice drawing that. You'd be dead good at drawing a dragon. Who is Michael Barrett? It's Shakin' Stevens. There he is. Shaky. Being an actual pin-up in Looking magazine, you remember Looking. And St. David, what was his best known miracle? He created a new hill, right? He was preaching to the punters, preaching Christianity. And on the space where he stood, it kind of rose up like that and became a new hill. And the crowd immediately acclaimed him Archbishop and Saint of Wales. And the last one, who lives in Wales, is Fireman Sam. Not only Welsh, but gay as well, I think. Pretty sure. I've not seen many episodes of Fireman Sam, but pretty heavy overtones, you know what I mean? Him and his best friend, Elvis. In fact, I don't think I've ever seen an episode. But I had a book, Fireman Sam book, when a kid was younger, and it was like, man, they're at it. So there we go. Swansea left, Shakin' Stevens, created a new hill, and Fireman Sam. Fireman Sam. Quite a burly chap, you know. Quite bear-like. Some good scores here. 8s and 10s, 8s and 10s, 10s and 8s, and 8s and 10s. You know, I thought tonight was going to be a hard quiz, but it looks like it's kind of panning out all right. Looks like we might have some pretty good scores tonight. Let's get on to the last round. So it's 1 minute to 8. I like to try and finish at 8, but not going to happen. But this is the last round. Last round. Double or bust. I'll tell you how it works in case you don't know. You got 5 questions as usual, but this time the questions are worth 4 points instead of 2. So that's double. So you can get 20 points. If you answer them, you get them all right, you get 20 points. That's double. Yeah. But the disaster is if you get one wrong. If you answer a question and get it wrong, then you get bust. You get 0 points for the round. To avoid going bust like an old balloon, you can leave blanks. You don't have to answer every question. So you choose which of these ones you're going to go for. That's right, Pontypandy. Yeah, that's where Fireman Sam lives. Got any fires you want putting out, boy? All that kind of shit. All right. So did you understand the round? If you don't, just ask me. Okay, so here we go. Round 6, double or bust. You have to choose which ones you're going to answer. Here we go. Comic strips. Clark Kent is the mild-mannered alter ego of Superman. And Clark Kent works at which newspaper? What's the title of the newspaper where Clark Kent has a job? I'm not quite sure why Superman needs a job. You know what I mean? Like, he could just get stuff quite easily. It's probably explained in some comic book somewhere. Number 2, in which war film of 1963 does Donald Pleasance play the Forger and Richard Attenborough plays Big X? So what film is that? It's a very, very famous war movie. Set in the Second World War, but it was made in 1963. Donald Pleasance plays the Forger, and David Attenborough plays Big X, which you cannot just say Big X, you've got to say Big X. Number 3, Olympics. Olympic moments. Eric Musambani of Equatorial Guinea became famous at the 2000 Sydney Olympics by which animal nickname? So nobody had heard of Eric Musambani before the 2000 Olympics, which took place in Sydney, Australia. But for a little while, anyway, everybody knew who he was. What was his nickname? It was an animal nickname. It wasn't very good, you know what I mean? It was famous for incompetence rather than for anything else. Okay, old tech and abbreviations. What do the letters VHS stand for? You know, you used to have a VHS video player. So you younger people won't know this at all. A big chunky thing with tapes. Put a VHS tape in there. Can't work the timer. End up taping Highway instead of Mastermind. Anyway, what does VHS stand for? What do the letters actually stand for? You've got to get all 3 letters to get the points for this one. If you get it half right, you bust. Okay. And number 5. Quite often it's a what year question. It's a sort of what year question today, but you've got to choose any year within a range. And it's a celebrity question. We started off with a celebrity question tonight. We finished with one as well. Give any year in which the pop singer Cheryl, also known as Cheryl Tweedy, was married to the England footballer Ashley Cole. And I think she was called Cheryl Cole for a while. But Cheryl Tweedy, Cheryl Cole, also known as Cheryl Versini something for a while. She had loads of different names, but you know the person. And she was married to Ashley Cole for a while. So name any year. Give any year from that marriage. Okay? So you decide which ones you're going to go for. Let me just recap for you. So here we go. Number 1. What newspaper does Clark Kent work for? What's the film where Donald Pleasance is the Forger and Richard Attenborough is Big X? Big X. Eric Musambani, what was his animal nickname? Became famous at the 2000 Olympics for being not very good. VHS. What do those 3 letters stand for? That's number 4. And the last one is a celebrity question. Don't often do these, but try and pick a year from the marriage of Cheryl Tweedy and Ashley Cole. All right? Remember, you can leave any blank. Leaving something blank equals no problem. You don't get bust. But if you go for one and get it wrong, then you bust. So you decide how many you're going for. And I can see already that Karen's going balls out. That means they are answering all 5. Let me know when you're ready. When you're ready to see the outcome. Because I've got the answers ready for you on the next slide. Poor guesses from Louisa. Well, we don't know if they're poor guesses or not, do we? They might be. Or you're saying it's very poor that you went for 3 and that they're guesses. Quiz ballers going all the way. Come on, they're going for all 5. Quiz ballers. Triangulation are going balls out. Noodles are going for 4. You kind of trust the team when they're going for 4. You kind of think, yeah, they know what they're doing, you know. Because if you were just going off for it, you know, you'd go for all 5. There might be a dodgy one in there somewhere. Right, we are just about ready. It's 5 minutes past 8, so I better reveal these answers. By the way, after this, I'll get you to upload your scores, and then we're going to play games for names until 8:30. And at 8:30, I'll be spinning the wheel to find out who our winners are for tonight, our prize winners. So, here we go. Right, comics. Clark Kent works for the Daily Planet. Of course, there he is. I'm just a normal specky guy. I'm not a superhero. Everyone's convinced, and then he just nips around the back. Whoosh, turns into a super guy. Donald Pleasance is the Forger. Richard Attenborough's Big X. That is The Great Escape. All right, The Great Escape. There is Donald Pleasance making the tea. Eric Musambani was, do you remember this? Eric the Eel. He was a swimmer, but he wasn't a very good swimmer. So he was in an event where the world record was 48 seconds, and he did it in something like 2 minutes. I think it's like freestyle 100 metres or something like that. Down the pool once, back up the pool. All the top guys do it in 50 seconds, and he took nearly 2 minutes. Or more, I'm not sure. It was a disaster. Oh, can you remember, the bonus question to get on the wheel, can you remember Eric the Eel's female compatriot, also from that Olympics, who didn't get quite as famous as Eric the Eel? I don't know why, but she was the same thing. Another swimmer who was quite bad. Can you remember her name/nickname? Sally the Squid? No. That's amazing. No, she was less named after an animal and more named after a kind of boat. Felicity, these are brilliant. Felicity Fish, no. Derek the Duck, no. Sharon the Shark, no. Megan the Mongoose. The Mongoose? No. It was a type of boat she was named after. I'm going to have to give more clues. I don't know if anybody knows this. Like a fishing boat. Tina Titanic, no. Think of a type of fishing boat, and then a female first name that rhymes. Sharon the Ship, nah. Tanya the Ikodiki, no. Lay Down Sally. Oh, this is great. Penny the Platypus, no. Oh, right. We got the type of boat, but what was her name? It wasn't Teresa the Trawler. It wasn't Tracy the Trawler. It wasn't Tina the Trawler. Hey, Paula the you got it. So Paula the Trawler was also from Equatorial Guinea. And they don't really have swimming pools there, you know. Right. Well done, Simon. You are on the wheel. Jana the Junk? No. Paula the Trawler is correct. VHS is Video Home System. It's as simple as that. Video Home System. It's definitely one you could get bust on. You had to get all 3 words right. If you got anything wrong, and if you went for that, then you are bust. And the last one, right, here we go. Tweedy Cole, Marriage Made in Heaven, 2006 to 2010. That is how long that lasted. There they are. on the front of OK magazine, which is a superbly downbeat name for a magazine. OK. All right. Didn't go for it at the eel, say the Noodle Doodles. Got 68 tonight. Great score. I'm going to get you the link now, everybody, to upload your scores. Where are we? Score upload. That's the one I want. Here it is. I'm going to put this link into the chat. Click on it and just leave your score on the thingy, and I'll make a league table for tonight's scores. Looks like there's some great scores tonight. Miss Duff right at the top there, 76 points. That's only going to get bettered if there's been some birthday action. Sally Happy Gang, 74 for the Happy Gang. Intense. Cautious, Pajero, cautious. Siga. That's all right. That's the way to play it. Rebecca's finished on 63. The Eagles finish on 64. Got them all right. 68 in total. Nice one. 42 points for the French. They had a bad first round, it looked like. So they came back. I thought tonight's quiz was difficult, but I think you have more or less proved that that's not the case. Mr. Doyle, got him all right. Birthday point, 77. No one's going to beat that. Well done. We'll see you at the top of the league table. 60 points for the Chameleons. Chickened out, just went for the first two. Daily Planet and Great Escape. Yeah, they're kind of straightforward, know what or you don't ones, but fairly widely known. 8 in total. I bet you would have got Eric the Eel. I bet it was in your mind. And you were like, nah. Video home system, that's a funny one, isn't it? Because it's so sort of plain and simple. You're thinking, oh, it can't be. 200 point. Great success. Nice. You like. Great quiz. Challenging for us. Good. Excellent. I'm glad you enjoyed it. I'll put the link to upload your score one more time, ladies and gentlemen. So just follow that link, get your score up. Even if you thought you did badly, even if you think you've got quite a low score, please upload it because it makes the other people feel great. And that's what it's all about. 43 for Quarantini. Nice. 70 point for Team Marion and Lorna and whoever else is in the team tonight. You as a swimmer couldn't get there. Yeah, it's 20 years, yeah, it's starting to get to that fadey bit of the memory now. Eric the Eel. Amazing. Right, get your scores uploaded. Thank you for doing the quiz, and let's play games for names. Right, okay, first games for names tonight. I'm not going to give you a choice tonight. I'm just go straight into games for names. Tech. That's the future. All your video stuff. See it, videos. Yeah, congratulations, Jonathan. Big 77 on the birthday. Nice one. It's like a elite score. Okay, games for names. The first game tonight is Now You See It. Right? Now, I'm going to show you a grid of letters. I'll explain this before we get on. I'm going to show you a grid of letters. The answer you're looking for is on the grid. I'm going to give you 4 clues, one after the other, fairly quickly as well, no mucking about. And if you are first to spot an answer and get it in the chat, then you will get your name on the wheel. Okay? We'll probably be able to fit in some Where Am I? Because it's still before 15:15 cat. So stay tuned, and we probably will do some Where Am I in just a minute. But we're going to start off with Now You See It. All right? So here we go. So have a look at the grid there and try and find a word that means mined salts. Mined or manufactured salts. Type of salts that can be mined or manufactured. There is... Very good. Excellent, Sally. Potash is correct. So I'll put you on the wheel there. Sally, happy gang once again. And for those who can't see it, it's line 2, position 4. There it is, potash. No, you don't need to put line in position, John, because I was thinking about that, but that'll lead to somebody getting the wrong numbers but the right word, and then there'll be disputes and blah blah blah. So just get the word. Okay, well done, Sally. O'Cats was right behind you, but we get rid of that one and we go into the next one. So the next one is Republican Speaker of the House of Representatives from 1995 to 1999. Also a person who stood unsuccessfully to become Republican presidential candidate. Yeah, very good. Very, very, very good. Derek, straight away, Newt. There we go, Newt. And he's got it right. He managed to get it proper spelling. Newt Gingrich, of course, is the guy. There it is. Line 1, position 11, Newt. Right, very good. Derek, I put you on wheel. I put you real nice on wheel. Kilo. 2 down, 2 to go on Now You See It. Sally and Derek have got him so far. Next one is a 2009 Disney character. Yeah, I saw your comment, Marion, about putting the comments under. It just had to adjust it, but I mean, like, my system puts these comments always in the same place, so I can't really move them. So the first time I tried it, yes, it was overlapping. But I've got it sorted out now. No, not Christiana. Not Teapot. A title character. It should really say 2009 Disney title character. Well, it's her name. You know what I mean? Her name isn't actually in the title of the film, but the film is named about her. No, Rebecca, no, that's not correct. Marion, quiz isn't finished yet. Oh, I see, right. Sorry. Tasha, no. No one getting this, yeah. Let me just check. This film did come out in 2009. Pretty sure it did. Yep. It's a Disney film from 2009. And yeah, that's right. We have an answer. It took a little while there. Well done, Adele. It's Tiana. She is the princess out of The Princess and the Frog. Tiana is correct. Well done, Adele. Good stuff. That's Adele Cramber, which I believe is a new name on the wheel. So that's very, very good. And the last one that we're going to do is this one. It's a 1987 art photograph. Did anyone else get Tiana before? No, you didn't. Adele, you were the first on that one. Oh, I see. It's a typo. Right, yes. Aye, because I was using a different template. Right enough. Rebecca, thanks. I'll put you on the wheel for that. Because you know the deal, folks. If you spot a mistake... let's see. Shag, Shagoon, Babylon Wave, Shag, Long Wave, Babylon, Babylon. Nope, none of these. Good guesses. I think that's a typo, but you got it right. Piss Christ. Okay. Very good. It is Piss Christ. Which was a photograph, American artist, right? And it was. Have I put the photograph? Yeah, there it is. It's a small plastic crucifix inside a container of the artist's urine. And the guy got $15,000 for it or something like that. It's just a photograph. Amazing. Hug your horses, Marion. Come on. Piss Christ. No, you obviously found it, so yeah, it's all right. No, I'm okay with typos. Very good, very good. And I think you actually managed to type it in correctly before anybody else managed to get it as well. So, aye, you got Puss Christ and then Piss Christ. Piss Christ is the answer. Can't remember the name of the artist. American guy, right? Very good. Well done, everybody. That is Now You See It. I hope you like that game. It gave us Derek, Adele, Sally, and Joe names on the wheel. And thanks to Rebecca for pointing out the mistake. So I'll fix that. Mystery bag. Nah, I don't really want to do mystery bag tonight because mainly I don't have one ready and I can't think of anything. Let's get Where Am I on, because I know you all like that. It's going to take me a few seconds to set up because I did not have time to set it up before it came on because I was trying to work out iTunes. But we have some I have some places, so I've just got to key them into a tab there and then turn off the names and then I'll get them for you. It's not going to take long, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be playing Where Am I, and I know you like Where Am I. Just getting through. I'll get 3 queued up, okay? 3 quite good ones, I think. I can't quite remember. I sorted these ones out last week, but I think they're all pretty good. So, and I've got to click the wee thing that says Clean Street View, and that turns off the labels. Okay, right, we're set up. So, let's go. Yeah. Puss Christ. Puss Christ. Puss Christ. Here, Puss Christ. Time for your mana. Hey, look, I might as well do this. Seeing as we're about to play Where Am I? Yay. Where am I? So let's start off with this one. Okay, where am I? Name the city. Some people just cutting about, a bit of a statue going on there. What's that? It's like a back-to-back thing, maybe? I don't know. I think that's the cathedral. It looks quite tidy. Nice wide street. What's that? Is this the cathedral? Oh, maybe that's the cathedral. Like what you got? Ottawa, London, Salzburg, York, Stockholm, York, Cologne. Nope, none of these places. Oh, hang on. You've got loads of guesses up there that I missed. Ayr, Orlando, Madrid. Remember the rules, folks. It's the first one I see. So if you think I've missed you giving the right answer, then give it again. Florence, no. York, no. Oxford. Chester is correct. Chester, nice one. Simon. There it is, the home of Hollyoaks. Look at that guy's reading a bit of information. He's going to find out all about it. There's McDonald's. Oh, no. Very clean, isn't it? It's a good nick. Chester. Everyone looks happy and friendly. Okay, Spedge. Very good. Right, let's do another one. I've got 3 of these set up. Usually start off in the UK. Let's go slightly further afield now. Let's stop that screen and get a different one on. Okay, where are we? I think this one here. Yeah, that's right. Right, where am I now? I had a works bash in Chester. Ended up at a roller disco. Yeah, beauty. I went to a roller disco once and I didn't fall over that many times. I was quite pleased. I never really learned how to roller skate. This is, again, pretty nice and tidy and well kept, isn't it? It's only one person cutting about. She looks like she's going to work, maybe. What we got? Granada, Marseille, Venice, Rome, Cusco, Rome, Jerusalem, Malaga. Nope, none of these places. Some pretty old stuff here. Can we go through here? Or should we go down here a bit? Nice stuff, isn't it? Vatican, Moscow, Athens, Naples, Palermo, Barcelona, Corfu Town. No, all good guesses. I think Corfu Town's probably about the closest so far. Can we go up here a bit? Oof, very narrow, isn't it? Nicosia, Naples, Toledo, Limassol, Pompeii, Milan, Merida. No. Oh, we've gone into somebody's house. What? The hell happened there? Oh no. Oh, this is a disaster. Croatia's the correct country, Wilbur, but I want the name of the city. It's not Zagreb. Well, it's nice for you. Yeah. Can we get back out of this house? I think we're stuck in this house now. There's the sun. No, it's not Dubrovnik. It is Split. Split is correct. We have our correct answer. Sally Happy Gang has got it. I don't know how I managed to break into that house. I wonder if the folks there know that we've broken into their house. Right, Sally, you get on the wheel because you're the first one I spotted, but I'm just going up a bit and I can see you weren't the first to guess it, so I'm going to keep you on the wheel, but I'm going to put Spedge on the wheel again because you were ahead of the game there. And I see you're playing the game by typing the right answer, which is the right way to play it. But, you know, first one that I see, plus I have a quick look to see if I can work out who's first. Right, okay. That was good. Well done to Wilbur for spotting Croatia in the first place. I think you were the first to give us a Croatian answer. I think there were loads of answers earlier on. I can't see actually, there's millions. It goes up too far. Right, let's get one more on. Let's get one more. Where am I? And then we might still have time for something else. Maybe not. Let's just check it out. What we got now? Where's the... Right, here we are. This is a more difficult one. Karaoke, hotel, pub, mini market. Where are we? Put the tea on. All right, in the apartment. Wilbur wants on the wheel for saying Croatia. Point for Croatia. There's no points anymore. It's just wheel or no wheel. Oh, Wilbur. Pain in the arse, but you're a good guy, so I'll put you on the wheel, okay? As long as you don't mention chess. Right, let's get back to these. Right, where are we? Nicosia, Johannesburg, Tel Aviv, Kiev, Johannesburg, Moscow. Nah, none of these places. Let's get a bit of movement. See if you can see anything. Is that a mural over there, or is it just washing? That's a mural. Doesn't really reveal much. Tel Aviv, Kiev, Pretoria, Zagreb. No, none of these places. There's the karaoke shop. That looks amazing. That's got to be the best place. Oh, man. Hotel, mini market, karaoke, pub. Yeah, how can you not want to go there? Look, this person's going to the pub. Just getting their cool stuff on. Nice trousers. Sofia, Limassol, Bethlehem, St. Petersburg, Sunny Beach, Sierra Leone, Tirana, Minsk. No, none of these places. Can we go down there? Try to go down a bit. Let's go along here, see if we can... What's that say? I don't know, can't read that stuff. Don't know what it says. Timisoara, Warsaw, Sevastopol, Drylaw. No. Łódź. Łódź. Nah, it's not Łódź. Ibiza, Bucharest, Drylaw. Lol. Russia. No, it's not Russia. It's quite Russian-y writing there. I think they use Russian. It looks like Russian, but it's not Russia. Vladivostok. No, it's not. It's not in Russia. This is a more difficult one. I'm just seeing if I can... I don't want to really go into somebody's house, you know what I mean? I'm just trying to get a bit more perspective. Maybe just try some different places. Ukraine, Kiev, Tashkent. Tashkent's a better guess. Yerevan. You still need to go further east. Like, we're a long way from Europe here. Baku, Georgia, Ulaanbaatar, that's the right answer. Yes, Felix, it's Ulaanbaatar, capital of Mongolia. This is Mongolian life. This is what it's like living in Mongolia. What's that shop there? No idea. Tyranny. Does that say tyranny? Like a rainbow tyranny. What's that? Barlchiep. I don't know. I've only got a limited knowledge of Russian. Letters. Not even the language. Where are the axe? In the axe shed. Sorry to not pander to that stereotype, Ocats. Next time I do Mongolia, I'll make sure there are yaks so that we all know for a fact that it's out of Mongolia. Right. Who was that? Was it Felix? It was there, wasn't it? Yeah. Right, okay. So let's put Felix on. Right, that took a few minutes, and in fact, it is 8:30, so let's get spinning for tonight's prizes. Good games tonight, I thought. Hazelmeyer. There we go. Try to spell everybody's name right, you know. So let's cut on over to the wheel and see what's going on. Let's see what's spinning. Let's see who's ready to win. Because we're about to win. So the first prize that I'm going to do tonight is... look at that, it's nice, isn't it? All the names are drifting around there. Sally, Happy Gang, Lorna, Derek, Joe, Simon, Sally, Wilbur, Felix, Louisa, Gary, Simon, Raymond, Lorna, Joe, Simon, Sally, Wilbur. Yes, hey, everybody on the wheel. All right. Well done to everybody who's got themselves on the wheel. We're going to spin the wheel, right? The first prize tonight is Louisa's Home Baking. This is a donated prize from Louisa Jobson, who you've noticed in the comments, and... she's taking a couple of weeks off work, or has a couple of weeks off work, and she's going to be doing some baking. And she's done this before. She did this at Christmas, and there was David Hall, and I remember the name. He won a fantastic cake. Louisa is able to deliver a cake anywhere in the Edinburgh or Linlithgow area. Those two specifically. So I'm going to do this first because there's a chance that somebody will come up who's not in that area, and if that's the case, then you'll get a different prize. Okay, so here is tonight's first spin for the cake. Oh!
Gary McInnes.
Gary McInnes. Okay, cakey. Now, Gary, what's going on? I think you're in Portugal, but I think you've got someone in Edinburgh who can get a cake. If that's correct, let me know, because I've put you down for a cake. I've put you down for one of Louisa's cakes. It's the same as the old wheel, Raymond, but because I'm on the new computer, I had to sort of reset it all, so I've got slightly different colours, and I've got music rather than a ticking thing. So, Gary, are you there? Can you accept this cake? Let us know. I'm going to take you off the wheel. I see that's Gary with 2 hours. 3 hours, actually. So I'm going to just take the other Garys off because I think I've spelt Gary a few different ways. You can be on the wheel as many times as you like, but you can only win once. So we'll take him off there as well. And okay, I think that's all. So we'll go back up to the wheel. Right, second prize tonight is literally £100,000 brackets up to. Loads of folk. Right, well, good stuff. Thanks, Gary. Thanks for getting back to me on that. Right, send me a message of who, name and address, and we'll get them a cake from Louisa. That's going to be great. Okay, right. Second prize tonight is scratch card, £100,000. Let's find out who's going to win £100,000.
Simon Edge.
Simon Edge, all right. Spage! £100,000. Very nice. Remove all instances. We take Spage off the wheel. I think we'll do 2 more prizes. Right, here's a book. You win this book. It's called Super Hubs. How the Financial Elite and Their Networks Rule Our World. And it's a book all about how the rich people screw you over, okay? So who's going to win this? And then after that, we'll do the beer.
Lorna Graven.
Very good. Excellent. Nicely pronounced. I think this male voice is better at pronouncing the winners' names than the female voice was we had before. I can't find the setting for that. I'll tell you that in a minute, Sam. Is it Rasputin? It's generic music on the settings here. Let's take Lorna off. Well done, Lorna. I'm going to send you that book. It's very interesting. But if I go to customize, you see, like during the spin, that's the music I chose for tonight, Arabic Celebration. So it's quite good. I like it. Let's try someone else. Let's try Bebuba. Let's try this one, right? Bebuba. Now this is for the beers, and we're going to listen to Bebuba sound. And if you come up on this spin, then you are the winner of the beer. Here we go.
Felix Hasleimeyer.
Felix Hasleimeyer. Wow. So close to being Wilbur, which would have meant that I would have had to check with the brewery to see if they could actually send beer to Amsterdam or not. Hopefully they'd say yes, but you know, there's the way things are now, you know what I mean? Anyway, we've avoided that, and we have Felix. Felix has come up as winner. So, Felix, you have won the beer from Cross Borders Brewery. You are tonight's champion. Yay! All right. Yes, he's please butchered my name, though. You wouldn't really expect anything else, would you? I mean, it's not like Smith, is it, Felix? It's not like Jones. It's not like Diamond. Or McInnes. You've gone all the way and gone Hasleimeyer. You know, you can change your name. I mean, I'm sure you're proud of your name. I'm sure you love your name and all that. But if it ever gives you bother, you just go and change it. That's what I did. That's why I'm Paul Diamond. Changed my name. It's brilliant. I used to be Paul Loughton, which was okay. Good name, you know, but just Diamond's better, you know. Whoa. Now, I'll do that later, Wilbur. Send me a message, right? Tell me what brand it is and stuff like that, so I can get a picture and stuff like that and do it all nice, right? Now, that'll do for tonight. We've got 4 winners. We've got Gary winning the cake. We've got Spedge winning the £100,000. Laura G winning the Super Hubs book. And Felix is tonight's beer winner. So, congratulations to all our winners. Well done to everybody for taking part tonight. Good quiz, good games afterwards. And we'll do it all again on Wednesday. Wednesday is sponsored by James the Baker, which means that if you live in the Edinburgh area, brackets or Troon, maybe, sort of, then you've got a chance to win exotic bread prizes, the best bread that there is in the whole of Edinburgh. But there will be lots of other prizes for you no matter where you live. And we might sort out Wilbur's packet of fags for Wednesday. So that'll be something. That'll be a first. I gave away 10 Lambert and Butler once years ago. When it was better packets, you know, when the packets had designs on them. It was a popular prize. But that got a little bit expensive, to be honest. Because fags went up and up and up and up and up. Worthy winners all right. Yeah, superb. Oh, tips. Yeah, I didn't do that, did I? So, oops. Thanks. Yeah, I do this for tips. Okay, so if you thought the quiz was worth a tip to me, then please give me a tip. All right, that's what I'm asking for. So there we go. You don't have to, but I really appreciate it when people do. Thanks for asking, Gary. I completely forgot about it. Because I'm just having fun, you know. So I'll see you all on Wednesday. Sam was asking about the game show idea for walking to Inverness. The name of the show was called Walk to Aberdeen, right? So the idea was, let me just look at Google Maps on here. So I'll do Edinburgh to Aberdeen directions. So it says 3 hours 12 minutes. That's going by car. But what if you walked? What if you walked to Aberdeen? Blimey, 40 hours, 121 miles. So the name of the show was Walk to Aberdeen, and so verbalizing it out loud the other night was where I came across the flaw in it, which is the original idea was that if you win, you get £10,000 or whatever, £1,000, £5 million, whatever the prize is. But if you lose, you have to walk to Aberdeen. But the thing that I couldn't work out was, how do you make people do that after they've lost? Because they just go, no, I don't want to. But then I guess I've just thought, actually, what you could do is get a deposit. You could only take contestants that actually have £5,000 to put on deposit. So if they don't walk to Aberdeen after the show, and they don't get their money back, simple as that. Score link again, please. Yes, no problem, Simon. Let me just get that for you. Upload your scores, everybody. Make sure you do. Remember, it's just your team name and your score. Take a deposit, yeah. I was thinking cash, but you're thinking hold their relatives hostage. And the great thing is, you have to walk to Aberdeen from wherever you are, from wherever you live. So it's worse if you are in like Edinburgh to Aberdeen, 40 hours. It's going to take you a long time, right? That's going to take you all week. It's going to take you a working week if you do a working week, walking 40 hours. Or if you did it straight, it'd take you 2 days, but you'd die, probably. But that's not as bad as it could be. What if you lived in somewhere like, well, we have regular players who live in Gosport, which is near Portsmouth. So let's try that. Gosport to Aberdeen. Let's see what it brings up there. 176 hours. Or the winner gets to walk to Aberdeen to collect their prize. Yeah, that's quite good. I mean, that's a different angle. I kind of wanted it to be a punishment. Walk to Aberdeen, like as a big. My concept for it was a big mean guy, and you've got the victim, the person who's lost, and you're looking right down on them. It's all like looking up and lighting from underneath and stuff like that. And he's going, "Walk to Aberdeen. You have lost. You must walk to Aberdeen." Quite dramatic, you know. Crowdfunded prize, fundraiser trial. I mean, it's a great idea. Well, it's a great germ of a seed of a beginning of an idea. That is another way to do it. You have to walk to Aberdeen to get your prize. That's quite good. Maybe that's the way to do it. And then someone might have to weigh up their options. Like if they're from Gosport and they go on and like they win something like £2,000, yeah? See, that'd be it. If it was variable prizes, like they might win 50 grand, or they might win 100 grand, or they might win £1 million, but they might just win £2,000. And if they came from Gosport, they'd have to think to themselves, right, is this worth it? Is it worth walking from Gosport to Aberdeen for £2,000? Maybe I'll just leave it, and then that gets added on to the jackpot, you know. if they decide to leave it, if they decide not to walk to Aberdeen. I mean, would I walk to... Yeah, of course I would walk to Aberdeen for £2,000. If it was for £200, I might pass. You know what I mean? But it'd be some lunatics who just on a point of principle would walk to Aberdeen from Gosport for £30. Safe for the quiz. Oh, safe for the quiz. Safe for the quiz. Safe for the quiz. I don't know what it means. Safe for the quiz. I'm safe for the quiz. I don't know what it means. It's the thing that Wilbur keeps on saying. I don't know what it means, but I kind of like it. This is a rap that I'm making up. Safe for the quiz. Safe for the quiz. What does it mean? Where's it from? Will you walk to Aberdeen for 20 quid? Safe for the quiz. Florida style. Safe for the quiz. There we go. You want to share the profits, Gary? Game show development is more than just a couple of spitball ideas. You don't just get a game show out of that. I worked on a game show a couple of years ago, a game show pitch, and it took us bloody ages. It took us about a year to get the thing together, and then we went to London, we pitched it, and we were unsuccessful. We did not get commissioned by the BBC. We were there presenting the quiz, performing the quiz, the game show for the daytime controller of BBC Daytime, and they just didn't like it. So it's a shame because it was a bloody good quiz format. And that was that. One of these days, you know what I mean? Get the Aberdeen Tourist Board to sponsor. Well, you see, walking to that, right, okay, right. Because I was going to say it's supposed to be a punishment. I mean, you could, you know, so that's why it was supposed to be the loser, because it's the ultimate degradation is walking to Aberdeen. I guess you could flip it. You could call it I would walk 500 miles, something like that. And if you win big. You just have to walk 500 miles no matter where you're from. So you have to walk 500 miles from your house. Like, what's that there? That's Gosport to Aberdeen. That's 534. Is that what it's saying? That's a fuck of a long way, like. Oh, the quiz format. Well, there was two, actually. The one that got furthest, one got cut off before we got to London. We didn't get past Scotland, but the other one got to London. It was called Brainless, which wasn't the greatest title probably, but it was a good it was a good format, and I don't think it's been particularly done. The basic idea of it was you go on as a punter and you're answering questions. Sometimes it gets a little difficult because you're just a punter, but it was all these mega quiz brains, you know, like a bit like eggheads and chasers and stuff like that, those type of people. And you can use them to help you if you want sometimes, but it costs money. You know what I mean? So do you do it? Do you hire the brains to help you, or do you go brainless and do it yourself? That's the gist. And it was good. The thing about formats is you've got to work out all the little bits that work and don't work. You've got to play it through. And you keep finding the bits that don't work, you know, and then you tweak, and then it's not as good as it was in the first place, and then you sort of throw it out and start again and so on. It's a big, long process, you know. But it was great work. I got loads of them. I got loads of half ideas cutting about. I've got to do something with them. The thing about this YouTube is I can try some of them out. Might do that. Got to go away and have a wee think about things. But anyway, I better go. It's 10 to 9. Need to get the kid to bed and all that stuff. Thanks for tuning in, folks. Thanks for doing the quiz. And thanks for playing. Well done to all the prize winners. Well done to everyone who got on the wheel. Some great answers tonight. And now you know what Ulan Bator looks like. Good night.